Kamusta na kayo?
Hola, hola, everyone.
Howdy.
The howdy. That's the first howdy in here. We have the one and only DJ LEZLEE in the building.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and fun fact, LEZLEE and Jackie do not hate each other.
No, we don't. We love each other. I am obsessed with Jackie. Are you kidding me?
It's so freaking hilarious to me. And I told Nico, I'm like, I honestly think this is how we should open up the podcast.
Yes.
Like, it's wild to me how many people think that we hate each other.
Yeah, totally. And I feel like people always like try to get things out of me. Like they try to get me to say bad things about you. And I'm like, no, she's really cool. Like, I like her. I love her.
No, literally, like, I think I had just posted that, like, I signed a contract extension. And then somebody tagged you in the comments. I was like, what are you trying to do here?
I didn't even see that.
Like, it was just like, I'm like, bro.
What did they say?
They just literally tagged you with like the side eyes, and I was just like,
"Wait, really?
We're not doing anything." And honestly, like LEZLEE gets so many notifications probably a day that like she don't even notice. She don't even care.
I didn't see that one. No, I saw your post, and I think I commented like hands up.
Yeah,
because hell yeah, you should.
Yeah, and then but like I just told Nico, I'm like, it's so fucking crazy to me how many people try and pin women against each other because they think that we should hate each other. It's insane. But it's almost comical.
You want to give some context as to why people think y'all hate each other?
Oh, yeah. For those who don't know, Les used to be the DJ on the cruise show and then left to do other ventures. And then I joined the team. But I'm not a DJ, so that's also the thing, too. It's
but you're a female, and I'm a female. So automatically it's like, they must hate each other. Yeah. And I feel like that kind of has been maybe the scenario, like, in other cases, but with me and you, I think we were like definitely cool before.
Oh, definitely, So no, it was like literally no ill will.
None at all. They got the perfect person for the job.
Oh, like, thank you, Les. I appreciate that.
I couldn't have like picked a better person.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. But you left to do a new venture, which was Scam Artist.
Yeah, Scam Artist, and just put more focus into my DJing. Mm-hmm. Lots of traveling, and like I feel like I've been DJing for so long. I felt like I have to give it my all because like I'm not getting any younger. It's either now or never, go big or go home.
How long have you been DJing for again?
Oh my gosh, 13 years.
Damn, man.
I know.
That's a minute.
A long time.
Yeah. I'm probably like halfway toward you because I started in 2017. So yeah, I'm like at the 7-year mark.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you're killing it.
No, you're killing it.
I just gotta say though, like I loved you guys individually. We all worked together at iHeart. Yeah. Right. So like I knew you, Jackie, and you, Nico, and I loved you individually. But now together, like I'm just obsessed with both of you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Honestly, I think Nico and I have talked about that. Like I think when we first started a relationship and started making it public, then you were one of the very first people that was just like, I champion this, and we were both like, man, like Les is so fucking cool for that.
Totally. Because I've known me and Nico actually, we worked closer together.
It's been a minute. Yeah,
we worked. You produced for Real 92.3, and then I think that was kind of like around the same time that I got hired. So we spent a lot of time together, and I got to know Nico really good. And then like meeting you, and I just felt like, this is like meant to be. This makes so much sense.
And it's just crazy how at the very end of it, all of our worlds just intersected.
Totally.
That's what it's about. I mean, we were even like intersecting on like Twitch because Twitch was a thing in 2020.
Oh my gosh.
Like it was a wild time over the past couple of years.
I feel like everything just escalated like super quick. Like the beginning of the pandemic, ironically, like everything just escalated very quickly.
Wait, so when did you guys started working together?
Well,
like end of 2019, start of 2020.
Okay. Yeah, because I started at the station as a street team end of 2019, October. Okay. And then we started dating beginning February. And then no one knew, at least we thought no one knew. And then March happened, and that was COVID. And we literally did our dating for like, I think 4 months online.
4 months online,
Yeah.
I remember that. You guys were having so much fun.
Yeah, we were.
It was sick, dude. It was like Zoom meetings and like Netflix at the same time.
And
it was
Twitch,
lit. And Twitch.
Totally,
it was freaking awesome. But like you said, like you've been traveling hella. What's like the most difficult part of just traveling so frequently?
Damn, not getting enough rest to me is, and like,
I feel like that's just the DJ life in general, like not getting enough rest.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's because like I'm getting older now, but like I need my 8 hours.
Yeah, dude, if I don't get 8 hours, I'd be cranky. 7.5 hours, I'm still just like, dude, give me another 30.
Yeah, I struggle. But like also not drinking. I kind of quit alcohol like maybe 3 months ago. I'll have a sip here and there, but not drinking has really helped.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But I'm pretty tired though.
You know what's funny? It's funny because like I was talking to Jackie about this because we're actually on a dry January right now.
Nice.
And thank God I did like 3 raves like this past month already. I did not drink. It was my sister's 28th birthday party just on Sunday. I did not drink and it feels so good. But the weird thing about it is that a lot of people, when you're not a DJ, you think that the DJ is about like the party lifestyle, drinking all the freaking time, like staying up till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Doing
and I'm just
drugs
like,
and all that.
doing drugs. I'm like, I just want to sleep, dude.
Same. I just want a good, healthy meal and get some rest, and that's it.
That's funny. But
What's your late night munchie as a DJ?
Late night munchies. Okay, if I'm home, Jack in the Box.
Oh yeah.
Tacos, like, come on, you get 2 for $1. Let's see what else. If I'm on the road, I mean, it really just depends what's available. There really isn't much available on the road usually. So beef jerky, like whatever I can get my hands on. Really.
What would you say is like the weirdest like city that like you DJ'd in that like you may not have expected it to be as poppin' as it was?
Oh my gosh, I just did Park City this past weekend.
I saw that.
It was insane. Like the club was packed already by like 10:30, and they stayed literally till like closing. They danced to Spanish music, like to all the hip hop I played, the EDM. It shook me for sure.
And it was snowing out there too.
Snowing, yeah.
That's insane.
Ain't that a bitch? Because I DJ'd Seattle a couple years ago for the first time. It was pouring, and I still seen girls in like mini skirts and everything, and I'm over here just like, damn, like this must be super normal to them.
Yeah, they're about that life.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm sick. What's the biggest misconception as a female DJ?
As a female DJ, that we get gigs so easily, because sometimes I feel like we don't. Like it's so in the middle. But I mean, we got to put in that same work. Just as hard. Yeah.
I
think if not like even harder.
More, yeah, for sure.
Well, I feel like, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like as a female DJ, I think people get this misconception that like it's easier to get gigs because of your looks, but then you have to work twice as hard because you're trying to like be defined beyond your looks.
Totally. And we automatically I mean, not in every case, but I think for the most part, like if you're a girl DJ, people expect you to suck, so when you don't suck, they're shook. So I mean, I'd say that's it.
I feel like even just being a woman in this industry too, like being like a DJ or just being a woman in like an entertainment and music industry, it's always so much harder because like again, going back to like people want to pin you against others, and at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, you're pinning the wrong people against each other.
Yeah.
We love each other.
No, literally.
We're girls.
Yeah. I mean, and then there's also like, there's a very few minute of like the girls that aren't girls. But like for the most part, it's like, y'all like just chill off that. Like,
like you and Angie, like I always think of you guys as like a pair, for example, right? Because then when Twitch was happening, like you guys were always like rating each other. It was always back to back.
Yeah, it was teamwork.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like I felt like like especially during the Twitch era of DJs, right? Like women were so quick to like support each other, and it was so good to see.
Yeah, totally. Angie, Bella. Let's see who else was on there. Jackie was on there doing her thing.
She take over my channel every so often.
I did catch a few of your sets too.
That's hilarious. I actually did a 20-minute set the other day at the MLK parade, and it was fucking hilarious. It was hilarious to me. I was just like, is anybody gonna like do this? Because I just literally went on there and I was just like, okay, I'm done. And then like Dog asked me, he's like, can you send me a mix? I was like, no, because I don't know how to do that. I was like, I don't know what I just pulled out of my ass, but I did it.
Hey, Jackie's coming for Fuse's job. You know what I'm saying?
Jackie,
that's fucking funny. But like when it comes to when you started your DJ career, what was the first show that you ever did?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so the first nightclub I ever DJ'd at was Dragonfly. It's not even called Dragonfly anymore. It's right on, something Wolf.
Okay.
It's
in LA?
Dark. Yeah, it's in Hollywood.
Okay.
It's in Hollywood. Is it Derwolf?
Derwolf?
Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Dragonfly, Derwolf.
It used to be called Dragonfly, okay?
Yeah,
that was the first gig I ever did. One of my friends at the time was promoting, and so she like booked me. I don't even think I got paid. Maybe I got paid in beer. I don't remember, but like
that sounds like a starter DJ for sure.
I loved it. I was so nervous. I planned out my entire set, like song by song.
Yeah,
we don't really do that anymore, right?
Yeah.
No, we just think on the fly now.
Yeah.
That's insane. So do people still try and like be like, oh, we'll pay you in like a bottle and like $100?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
Yeah, totally. I'll give you a bar tab. I'll hook you with some clothes. I'm like, man, I love clothes and I love drinks, but I really got to pay my bills.
It's like, I love money a little bit more, y'all.
Yeah. Do you still like enjoy the club DJing though?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of DJs, they kind of get over it. Like, and I think since the pandemic, like a lot of DJs are like, okay, you know, I want to go more into like corporate stuff and then they steer away from the clubs. Yeah. You don't feel that way?
You know, I do love corporate. Corporate's fun. I love being done early. And
by early, she means like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
I'm going to bed early. Yeah. Are you guys?
Oh, yeah. No, I love the corporate shit. I'm done by 10. I'm good, dude.
Yeah, totally. I feel like corporate usually pays more, too.
Yeah.
Not going to lie. Yeah. For real. But yeah, I mean, I love nightclubs. Like, that's where I started. It's never going to die for me. I think I'm a little bit more selective now about where I play. But yeah, I think corporate is it for me right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even in the nightclub scene, right? Isn't that how DJ AO found you?
Yeah, I was actually DJing at DB Lounge in Downey.
I'm fucking
good old DB Lounge.
DB Lounge.
DB.
Jackie's favorite spot on earth.
I'm fucking sick, but that's just crazy.
That
DB Lounge,
like,
iconic.
Out of nowhere, fucking Downey, DB Lounge. My life changes one night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it was such a crazy night because I got booked to DJ that night, and it was interesting. When I walked in, I saw a few of the other stations there that night, you know? So, and then I saw the people from Real there. So I was confused. I'm like, what is going on? Like, you never really see that many stations at one club at the same time. Right? So I was a little bit confused. But then Louis came up and he was like, yo, what's up? Can we jump on the mic? And then he brought Ayo with him. And so Ayo and Louis start rocking the stage when I had just got on. And so then Ide comes up. And I had met Ide like 3 years prior, right? But I hadn't seen her since. So she comes up and she's like, oh my God, I'm going to tell my boss he needs to meet you. But I didn't know she worked at the radio station.
Right.
So when she said bring my boss, I had no idea who her boss was.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, like maybe the owner of the club.
I was like, sure. So she brought Doc Winter up. The Doc Winter. Okay. Doc Winter that's been, you know, he's been running radio forever. And Doc was so cool. He just kind of like laid in the cut and was just like chilling. I still didn't really know like that was her boss. And so like he like maybe 20 minutes into my set, he like introduces himself to me. He hands me his card and he's like, hey, you know, let's figure something out. And I'm like, all right, cool. Still not knowing like that's Doc Winter. And so like later on that night, I get in the car and I look at the card and it says Doc Winter. And I'm like, wait a minute. The Doc Winter. Yeah. It's insane. So maybe like 3 days later, we reconnected via phone and I got an interview.
Wow. Yeah. And that was your first like into radio?
Yeah.
That's insane.
That's lit. And then like, I guess how far in your DJ career were you? Like what year was this already?
This might have been like 2016. This was April 2016. It was like a week before my birthday.
Damn. So this was kind of like halfway through your current DJ career. Yeah. That's lit. Yeah, and the only reason why I emphasize the years is because like it takes a while just to even get these opportunities, you know? Like I feel like as a DJ, we think like, okay, like we start, then we get the gigs already, then we maybe get into radio or maybe we get into this and this. Like it takes a long time just to get there.
It really does. That's why they say like it takes that 1 year out of like 10 years to like change your life. Yeah. And I feel like that was 2016. Shout out to Ide too, because she was pushing for me. She told me that like she would, after we had our first meeting, me and Doc, I didn't hear from him for like months.
Sounds about right.
For months, I'm like, all right, I guess they didn't like me.
Yeah.
But Day told me she kept going into his office and was like, call my friend. Like, we need her. We need girls here. She's perfect. And I didn't really know Day like that anyway. Like, I had just
She was
met her
just pushing
once.
for
She was
you.
just pushing for me.
Yeah.
And so, like, I got the second interview. And then that second interview, me and Doc realized we had the same birthday.
That's hella funny.
Okay.
And you're like, great, hire me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but then also, like, I remember one thing that stuck out in the interview. He was like, so how'd you learn how to DJ? YouTube?
And what was your response?
I'm like, no, YouTube wasn't really popping like that
Yeah,
when it
yeah,
started.
yeah.
I would literally go to the club, sit behind the DJ, and watch.
That's what the fuck I'm talking
I would
about,
literally
dude.
just watch. I'd be like, okay, so he's bringing it from this side, and then he's doing this with this button, and then the next morning I would go home and literally practice what I watched, and that was it.
I love that. I love that. Come on
Just
now.
like,
Cool.
yeah.
I love that. See, not because I'm coming from like that type of era too. Like people always thought I learned off YouTube. I'm like, no, I would literally watch my friends and I'd figure out how to do it. And if I had a question, I'd ask because I'm a very like interactive like type learner.
Yeah.
So the fact that you were doing this even before YouTube was a thing, to me, it at least shows that you had that work ethic and you like were actually very interested in wanting to learn this shit.
Oh my gosh, I was obsessed.
Yeah.
Obsessed. There was something else that I would do. Oh yeah, like the record pools. Like I didn't know where to find records. Like I didn't know where to find songs with intros. Then I like literally learned as I went, you know, and yeah, I definitely like I lugged equipment up and down my apartment, like the entire system, not just the turntables. Like when I started doing weddings, quinceañeras, house parties. So like I remember living on the second floor. And I had like 2 big ass speakers that I would lug up and down every weekend by myself, no help.
With her nails too. Let me say that.
I couldn't afford help. Like I did it all myself for years. Oh my god.
Are you the only DJ in your family?
I am. Yeah.
So there's not even like a family lineage or anything.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Yeah.
Dang. So
I just learned by going out and meeting people.
Yeah.
Becoming friends with DJs.
What sparked your interest?
Damn. That's so interesting. Like, I remember being a kid and, like, at every quinceañera and wedding, always gravitating towards the DJ. You know what I'm saying? But, like, back then it was a box DJ. It wasn't even, like, full, like, setup of, like, turntables CDJs. It was, like, that big box, right?
Yeah.
With the CDs. And I just remember, like, standing by the DJ and, like, watching and just being so intrigued and thinking, like, okay, that's cool. But I was so young, I didn't think anything of it. And then when DJ AM came around, it was, like, during the MySpace days. And I fucking was so obsessed with that man. Like, I would, like, literally stalk every single mix that was on the internet. I wanted to know everything about him, his music style. Like, I was just so obsessed. And I was like, okay, whatever he's doing, I want to learn how to do. And
hell yeah.
That was like that was really the beginning.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you ever get a chance to like actually learn directly from him or no?
No, I never met him. I never even got to see him DJ. I was so young, I couldn't go into the clubs yet.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, you're like that factor in it.
So like whatever I saw was on MySpace or the internet, but even like the internet wasn't like as
accessible at the time.
What is it is now, you know? So it was like we got bits and pieces, like whatever we could get.
Right.
You know, and
Leslie was on that LimeWire. It's like, cool, here's part 1 of mix 1, here's part 2 of mix 3.
dude, hell yeah.
Do you still have downloads from LimeWire?
Yeah, I'm sure I do at my mom's house, in my mom's computer. Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'll be DJing a gig and then I'll just pull like a random song that like I haven't played in a minute. And then as soon as I let it fly without hearing it on the headphones first, I'm just like, oh fuck, this is like some 8-bit shit from LimeWire and it's about to like get blasted on here. Then you just hear like some random ass tags on it.
That's fucking iconic, yo.
It's like blackandbeats.com.
I'll never forget too, like when LimeWire first was popping.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I don't actually.
No?
So
Okay.
like
Jackie was born in 98.
literally.
Know what I'm saying?
I'm 98, so like I know what LimeWire is and was, but I never like actively use LimeWire.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I literally got a MySpace behind my parents' back at the tail end of MySpace. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like
That sounds about right.
I remember like my friend at the time in middle school, shout out to Maddie, like she made me a MySpace because I wasn't like my parents were super strict on me and they had to like monitor if I had like any type of communication, like any type of social media, they would want to monitor it. And I remember I wanted to get a MySpace, but I couldn't sign up because then I was just like, all right, my parents are going to know about it. So my friend Maddie, she asked me for all my information. She's like, I'll just make it for you. And I'm just like, okay, like, all right. So that, like, and I remember at one point too, like even this girl that I was like best friends with in like middle school and like elementary school, we would email each other instead of like texting each other. Because I didn't have a phone at that time.
God damn.
That shit was like wild.
Email.
Yeah, and we would be on the house phone with each other. Like, did you get my email? I'm like, yeah.
How old were you?
I don't even know. I think I was maybe in like 3rd or 4th grade.
Did you get my email?
Did you
get my email? Like, what?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Jesus.
And I remember thinking at one point, I'm like, why the fuck are we on the phone and also talking about something else on email too?
Yeah.
Like, this is
The
absurd.
struggle.
Did you ever have to hide like DJing from like your family or anything?
No, I didn't have to hide DJing. No,
Okay.
my mom was pretty supportive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's always been.
And from the
It's
jump.
actually surprising though, because like I feel like a lot of like Latino families, it's always like the going out that's the issue. So
Yeah.
I think for your mom to be like super supportive of a DJ like career and being out late, it's like I would imagine we're like,
Okay, well, my
There we
mom,
go.
My mom's not a regular mom.
So there we go. We saw her eyes spark. Now here's the story.
Here's the deal. So my mom, my mom was pretty much married like her whole life, and so she went through a divorce when I was like maybe 20.
Okay.
21.
okay.
So when she was going through that divorce, my mom also started wilding. Okay, so she was in the club and I was in the club.
She was right next to you.
Sometimes.
she was on the guest list.
Yeah, a few times.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, she definitely pulled up to a few of my gigs.
That's cool because like Nico's mom, like his parents are very like much in his life, and like his mom will constantly go to the club. Your dad is more of like
My dad's a little more
I'll stay
reserved.
back and I'll pick y'all up type of thing.
And my mom, like, guess my mom's favorite song right now.
God.
It's
Is
a
it
club. It's a
current?
club record.
Is it current?
It is 2000s. It's ratchet.
2000s? Oh my gosh, back that ass up, Juvenile.
You're close. It's by a female.
My female. 2000s. My neck, my back.
Yep.
You are correct. No, you're correct. You're correct. My mom's song is Kia,
Mama
My
is
Neck,
a
My Back.
freak. Mama Blitz is a freak.
And mind you, my parents are, they're still together. They're cool, they're happy, whatever. But then there'll be times when my mom's drunk and she's like, Anak, which means my child, play my song. I'm like, Mom, like, get your ass out of here, dude. Like,
No, and it's funny because she'll be behind the DJ booth too, and then like he'll start playing it. We're in the club, and then all of a sudden, like his mom is like throwing it back right behind him, and then and then he turns around. He's like, "Fuck!" Like he has this look of like, "What the fuck is going on?"
yeah. Actually, there was one time when we were at a club when Just Incredible was DJing in Vegas, and then his mom was actually like with us in the section, and I was like, oh, she's getting it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was sauced up and everything. She was cool.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was this recently?
Yeah, this was last year at the when were
This was like end of last year.
end of last year. I think we were there for the iHeart Festival.
Oh, okay.
And then we just show up to the club, and then his mom's in a full-on club dress. I'm like, fuck, that's how I want to be. Like,
yeah, same.
It's like, we need to normalize more about like bringing our moms or our parents to the club. You feel me?
They deserve to have fun too, right?
Yeah, I feel like a lot like of artists now and DJs, they'll take their parents to their like gigs, to festivals, and you see that more normalized now.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna be that mom for sure.
Yeah.
See me, catch me at EDC.
Yeah. Speaking of family too, like, so you have a Mexipino
Yes.
nephew, niece?
Yeah, so my sister married, my sister's Mexican, her husband is Filipino.
Oh.
So I have 2 nephews that are Mexipinos.
Oh, that's so cute.
Love that.
Yeah, totally.
How was that like intersecting like families and like cultures, I guess?
Oh my God, I love it. Well, first of all, he's the best. His name is Caesar. Shout out to Caesar. And his family's so cool. Like, they're so welcoming. I feel like every single time we have a family party, I'm not gonna lie, they take over. It's a lot of them. Okay,
it's totally good.
Yeah,
they
it's good.
and every time I'm like meeting new relatives, I'm like, geez, there's a lot, but they're really, really nice people. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I love the culture.
Have they ever like tried to integrate a little bit of like Filipino culture with you guys? Because, like, for example, like, I'll teach Jackie a little bit of Tagalog. And, you know, Jackie knows a little bit of Tagalog now.
Yeah.
And, you know, similarly,
little.
they teach me Spanish.
Yeah, totally. No, not with me, but I know my nephews are learning both languages. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we always do enjoy both foods. We always have Mexican and we always have Filipino at every gathering, which I love. Yeah.
See, I feel like that's something that like our families like really haven't done well, because also our families live in different cities. But like I feel like just like recently is when like my family, like my extended family, started to branch out into just Asian food in general. I feel like my family was just very much like Mexican food and that's it.
Yeah.
And
wait,
then,
your family?
Yeah, my
oh,
family.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so like it was just like very straightforward, and then it wasn't until like New Year's where we had a full on like Asian catering.
It was an Asian buffet.
Yeah, and so I
Wow.
was just, and they were like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Yo, like I've been telling you this, and Nico's been telling you this." And then his family, like his sister's a very great cook, so she'll make like Latino dishes. She'll make Mexican dishes. Like she even tried what was the taco that she made?
Sinigang tacos.
Sinigang tacos.
Damn.
Do you know what sinigang is?
No, I don't, but it sounds good.
Yeah, so sinigang, it's basically like, it's the soup of the Philippines.
Oh, I do know what that is.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So the flavoring of the soup, she marinated it with the meat.
Oh, wow.
So it's sinigang taco. So that was her Mexipino.
Has
like-
anybody else made that before, or is it something that she kind of just came up with?
No, she kind of just came up with it, honestly. Because she likes to experiment and just put like her own sauce with like, well, literally her own sauce with like any types of food. So she's a chef for sure.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
She needs to trademark that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, make that a thing
Yeah.
for sure.
I think it's so cool though, like how, I mean, I don't know it. I know obviously Filipino families like are big families, and your family, I'm not sure if it's a big family too, but like intersecting those families like in a big way, was it a lot for everybody or for your sister?
No, actually, I think I know me personally. Like, I love it because my family is actually pretty small. It's super immediate. Like 2 sisters, 2 brothers, and a few like, you know, little cousins. But I love that, like, now whenever there's a family party, it's like actually a party, you know.
Lit.
It's not a gathering.
Yeah.
To me, it just makes it feel like it takes me back to being a kid. Yeah.
Now it's not everyone fits in the living room. Now we gotta go to the backyard.
Yeah, backyard.
No, it's exactly right. We gotta rent chairs, rent tables.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. I feel like with every family party, it's always like, all right, well, we have to rent chairs, we have to rent tables, we got to do this, we got to do that.
See, that's so crazy because like the idea of just like renting chairs and renting everything, right? Like that's not necessarily a thing for like my family. So like my family's a little bit like yours where it's a little bit small. It's just immediate family and cousins. And then when we would go to like, let's say my grandparents' house or like my auntie and uncle's house, we just grab whatever chairs, or like if we just sat on a bed or sat on the couch or whatever. But like being integrated into Jackie's family, every time there's a party, it's like, all right, we're going to get some chairs, we're going to get some tables. I'm just like, damn, how many people are like coming through to this thing? But it's like a real party every time.
Yeah, I think what Nico's family like gathered from me was that like I'd rather pay for convenience, because I think when I surprised him for his 30th, I threw him a surprise birthday party, and I told his family like I got a bartender, I got catering, and like if you guys could just help organize that, then that'd be great. And they're all like, wait, like you got a bartender? I'm like, yeah, like so no one has to mix their own drinks. I'm like, and all we have to do is buy the alcohol. And then they're all like, okay, well, what's for food? I'm like, well, it's being catered. Like they're gonna cook, it's tacos, da da da. They're like, oh, okay. And then
like,
I
just
remember,
show up.
Yeah, like just show up. And then I remember when everything was happening in the middle of it, Nico's mom was like, we've never had this before.
Yeah.
Like, and I was just, she's like, this is so nice. I was like, yeah. I was like, it's more to like, you know, have everyone be interactive and like enjoy their time rather than worrying about, oh, like, can you make me a drink? Can you do that? Kind of.
I love that.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing that our families are now getting to know about each other.
If for your family, do you still get the question of like, hey, can you DJ our party?
All the time. I DJ my nephew's birthday parties all the time.
Really?
Yeah, every single birthday party, yeah.
Does it go through Scam Artist or?
No. One day I did play a trick on Sujit. I was like, hey, I'm going to call you. I have somebody that wants to book me. And it was my little 4-year-old nephew. And he's like, hi, can my auntie DJ my birthday party?
Oh, that's so cute.
He's like, yes, this is the rate.
That's exactly what he said.
Cake will not be accepted, good sir.
Oh, what would you say is, I guess, the benefits, like the pros and cons of being a signed DJ as being opposed to being an independent DJ?
Okay, well, the pros for sure. I think like, you know, especially being signed to someone like Sujit, Scam Artist, like he's been doing this for so long. He has so many relationships that I feel like, you know, that's helped me.
Yeah.
Cons, I can't really think of any cons at the moment. Let me see. I don't know. Is he watching?
I know, right?
No, I'm just kidding.
He got eyes all over the place. What up, Sujit?
You're like, I need a better split.
Yeah. I mean, well, listen, I'll be honest with you. Like the cons, like I've been taking care of myself forever. I've started my own bookings like my whole career. So like, I think like, you know, learning to say, okay, like I'm kind of giving responsibility to someone else or, you know, it's not just me. That was a little bit hard in the beginning. And me and Sujit definitely like went at it. Cause like there's, you know, I've been doing things my way for so long and like, you know, having to share that now with someone else was a little bit like, I'd never done it before.
Yeah. And having to put your trust into it
exactly.
too.
Oh my God, that part. But you know, I think we've both have come to an agreement. Like I trust him, he trusts me, and that's just what it's gonna be like.
Yeah.
And yeah,
and it definitely takes a while to get there, but you know, like I mean, you're booked and busy, and I see.
Yeah,
so the fact that you're even here, I'm just like, cool. Like we got her on a good day.
No, I'd be here any day, but no, it's really cool. Like I think I also learn a lot from Sujit, you know, and you know, like you said, working with, you have to trust who you work with. Like, this is like my bread and butter. It's my baby. It's like, you know, I've been doing it so long, so I think Sujit's the right guy.
Yeah. Was there any point in your like DJ career, because you said you've been doing this for so long, was there any point where you were kind of like, maybe this isn't the path that I should take?
DJing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time.
That question runs through my head.
Just the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Matter of fact, it was this weekend.
yeah. I'm like, matter of fact, maybe I need to start working on a resume. Yeah, all the time. But you know, again, it comes back to like trusting myself. Really trusting myself. Like I know that this is what I want. I always try to remember, like, love the process, not just the outcome. And there's going to be times where things aren't that great. Yeah. You know, and there's going to be times where things are amazing. And what I've really learned recently is like, when things aren't that great, when you're not that busy, think of it. I tell myself, like, don't be so hard on yourself. Try to think of it like you're running. Like, I like to hike a lot. So, you know, like when I'm hiking, if I'm uphill is like when I'm putting in the most work, right? And then what happens? You get uphill, you have to go back downhill. That's where you reset, you regather, you regroup, get ready for that next uphill. So I love that. I hella always tell myself, like, when I have downtime, don't be so hard on yourself. Regroup, reset, figure out ways that you can like be better when you're going up again, and just repeat. Yeah, I like to think of it as a time, like, you know, because you are going downhill and you feel like you're not busy, like it's a time for you to not make money, but it is a time for you to reinvest your time back into you. That part, Nico, hell yeah.
See, but also I think Nico definitely has like, and I'm happy you said it where you're like, when you have the downtime, don't like beat yourself up about it, just reset. Because I feel like with him, it's definitely like okay, if I don't have anything to do, like, am I doing the right thing or am I doing this? I'm like, no, you just have downtime right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You have like this moment to be like, okay, I can reset.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
downtime, and it's okay. Oh my God. But it's so hard when you're like one, you know,
a
creative and freelance and
those things. Because when you're a creative and a freelance, the creative aspect of you is like, I just want to make something right now. I just want to do something. And then the freelance aspect of it is like, shit, well, I don't know when my next paycheck is really going to come. So then I got to make sure I'm solidifying that. So there's like, that's why we put ourselves in the most difficult situation ever when it comes to like our job and like what we do. But it's fun at the end of the day. It's fun kind of having like that little umph of like, I don't know when the next paycheck's coming, but when it comes, I'm gonna be ready. It's gonna be good.
Oh my gosh! But you know, it's also like so cool now that like we have so many outlets. Like we even really have to leave the house to DJ. Yeah, you know, we can do DJ on Twitch, DJ on TikTok. Like,
well, I was gonna ask you. So, like, especially right now because there's so many DJs, and especially with Twitch, or rather the pandemic coming into play, right? There's just so many DJs who have popped up, not only from like our city, but from around the world. Like, do you think right now is the worst time to become a DJ, or maybe even possibly the best time to become a DJ?
I think honestly, I never really thought of it as the worst because there's so much opportunity out there. Like, corporate gigs are just at an all-time high. I mean, anywhere you go now, there's a DJ. Yeah. You know? So there's so much opportunity. Hell yeah.
I feel that. At one point, do you ever feel like AI might take over? Because I know like AI is taking over like some radio shit sometimes.
I haven't even thought that far. I'll be honest with you, but like it's so funny because yesterday when I was hiking, I was thinking like, I wonder if AI has created like a scratch yet, like where, you know, like a DJ scratch. Has that happened yet?
I don't know. I know that like Spotify has like done like a DJ where they literally tease music, almost like radio. And it's like it's like a radio DJ where they tease music, but it's not like the best like playlist. Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, I remember when I first found it, I was like, oh, and like his name was like DJ X, and I was like, I'm confused at this moment. Like,
yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, like, but you think about it too, right? Like the amount of times, especially on radio, we repeat ourselves over and over again, right? And the fact that AI can copy voices like Jay-Z or like, you know, Eminem or something, right? Like, I'm pretty sure there's a chance they could copy our voices.
It's coming. For sure.
It's coming. Yeah. It's like, I don't fear for my job because I feel like I could do better than AI. But I'm just saying, like, a little part of me is, I can't say is not a little worried.
Yeah. So, question for you both, being both DJs, what's the genre of music that you're just like over or tired of playing?
Ooh.
You go first.
I don't want to go first. I can tell you a song I'm tired of hearing. I can tell you I'm tired of hearing "Die for You" by The Weeknd every 10 fucking minutes.
And that wasn't even on his current album. That was on the album before.
Yeah, we still playing
2017 or whatever the fuck, dude. Oh my god, man.
Yeah.
No, but I think for me, I'm tired of playing. I mean, I guess 2000s. I'm personally tired of playing.
Wow, really?
And it's just because I play that so fucking much.
Yeah.
And I mix it up in so many different ways as like my brain can handle right now. And frankly, like when I play for like, not in a creepy ass way, but when I play for like 18-year-olds or whatever, like when I play the newer shit, they just go insane. And I'm like, I love this. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this past year was such a huge year for Latino artists in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
for
just,
sure.
We blew up.
Yeah,
really.
yeah. I feel like we've been killing it for a few years, right? Like
you guys have.
But I think like Peso Pluma, you know, he's like more of like
he's more of like a,
I wouldn't say corridos,
norteños, but
with like
meets
a little bit
meets
of trap.
corrido, trap norteño, trap corrido type of thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I know I'm going to get so much shit for that reggaeton comment.
I honestly think that's what a lot of people have been thinking too. Yeah. Like, because, and no one wants to be the one to say it, or no one like, or people who do like say it, people are like, oh, well, yeah, like she does kind of have a point, or he does kind of have a point. But it's because it is true. Like some of it is sounding the same.
But I think also too, right? Like, especially over the past couple of years, because reggaeton, like at one point became like the biggest genre in the world, right? I feel like, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like Latin artists especially had to move over to reggaeton because it was hot. Now I feel like, especially Latin artists are in a space to where like, okay, even though we are Latin, that doesn't necessarily mean we have to make reggaeton. Like we can make an R&B song, we can make a hip hop song. House music. Like when Bad Bunny dropped that one record that's at like 150 BPM. I forgot the name of it, but then like
the BPM.
You know which one I'm talking about? Yeah.
Well, you know what? I was in Miami in November of last year, and I had a gig out there, and I noticed that like the crowd wasn't really vibing to like the 100 BPM reggaeton. They really did like the house remixes though. Yeah. So I feel like, you know, the reggaeton house, Latin house might be on its way back soon.
Which I love. Yeah,
it's so totally good. High energy.
J Balvin has a record where they remixed Yeah by Usher with DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah.
It was with Pitbull, wasn't it?
No, I think it was Khaled. Khaled and Usher.
That shit is so fucking good. I was like, oh, this sounds like a brand new fucking song.
It's called Dientes, right?
Yeah, Dientes.
We did the ghetto song, the Skrillex remix.
Oh yeah. I love that shit. You know who I'm really fucking with? El Alfa. That guy is so fucking good, dude.
Runs it right now, yeah.
Nico like hella be like hyped about him.
Yeah.
No, I'd be hyped about him. I'd be hyped about Rosalia too. She's popping.
Yeah. Raúl Alejandro.
Yeah.
Les. Did you see what she does with her little rose? That's crazy.
She's a savage.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I need to know this.
Yeah. So here's the tea, Nico. Get ready.
I'm with it.
So she was with a guy. It was Raúl Alejandro, right?
Yeah.
And so they had like a messy breakup, I think.
It just came out of nowhere. Like they were engaged in April, and then by like May they were broken up.
Yeah. So, but when they would make like public appearances on carpets and everything, he would have like a little rose pin for her name. And then she started dating Jeremy Allen White, which is the guy from The Bear, the main guy.
Yeah.
Yes, Chef. So he went to the Emmys this past weekend, has a suit, and he has the same rose pin. And everyone's like, yo, she's a boss for that, like claiming her man that way.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. That caught me off guard.
Dating Latin women, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. We're claiming her territory.
You know what I mean?
Gosh. That's insane. Yeah.
Les, let me ask you this though. So, you know, for all the Latin artists, right? Who would be on your Mount Rushmore of Latin artists? All time.
All time?
Dead, alive, everything.
Daddy Yankee for sure.
Yeah. Ooh.
Selena.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see. Evie Queen.
Ooh.
Okay.
Uh-huh. And of all time, any genre.
Any genre.
Oh, man.
Damn.
Oh shit, this is hard because
yours is a really good list though. Like fuck.
Daddy Yankee, Selena, Evie Queen, and well, the next one's a group, Los Bukis. I don't know if that's
Los
possible.
Bukis, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I personally have never heard of them.
Los Bukis, you've heard of their songs.
Okay,
but
okay.
Yeah, I don't think you remember their name, but you definitely heard their songs because I played them before.
What about you, babe?
Yeah. What about you?
I would have to say Daddy Yankee's on there. Mana.
Ooh.
I was gonna say that.
Mana. Damn. I feel like Daddy Yankee covers reggaeton, so
yeah.
Damn. I'm trying to think of a like rancheras music.
Oh yeah, okay.
Damn, who else?
There's so many.
I want to say Pepe Aguilar, but
okay.
I also want to say Vicente Fernandez.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so I'll put Vicente, and then there's one more. I don't know who. I'll put Selena on there. Selena's on there.
I was about to say, you're not gonna put Selena on there.
Yeah, you have to. But like, I was debating it. So yeah.
See?
Selena's got to be on there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
1,000%.
I feel like Daddy Yankee and Selena always got to be on the list.
Yeah. Facts. Damn.
Yeah, pretty much.
Daddy Yankee.
Because I feel like those two artists like definitely bleed over into like other cultures as well.
Oh yeah.
Like I remember what were we doing? But anyways, there was like a Filipino artist doing a cover of a Selena song. And Jackie was just, her mind was blown. And I was like, yeah, I mean, this song is big for our community too.
What
Yeah.
song? Or whose artist?
I can't even remember.
It was a Selena song. It's so funny because I think of these songs in tempo. It's like at the 86 tempo.
Is it English or Spanish?
I think it was Dreamin'. As I'm dreaming.
I love that song. I do still always like. I still feel some type of way when I hear that song.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Never fails.
Even when you see her too, like I just wish like what her like I try to imagine what her career would have been like if like she was still here. That's fucking her and like Aaliyah too.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Aaliyah. She just had a birthday too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Oh my
Yesterday.
gosh.
That was fucking hilarious. Actually, I don't know if you guys remember when Dre Sinatra posted Aaliyah and some like girl got hella mad at him. So he had posted her yesterday. He had posted Aaliyah yesterday, and I responded to his Instagram story. I was like, bro, you got to take this down before this gets you in trouble again. He goes, I'm dead as fuck.
Fucking
you guys gotta have Dre on to tell that story.
Oh, we do that.
We need Dre to tell a lot of stories on here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh my goodness. Well, Leslie, thank you so much for joining the Mexipino podcast, my friend. When's your next gig as of today?
Okay, so my next gig is actually on Tuesday. I'm DJing at Soho House in WeHo.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I'm doing a few gigs for Super Bowl weekend in Las Vegas.
Oh, lit.
Sick.
Okay.
And then I'm going to New Jersey for the first time.
New Jersey?
There's a lot of cows there.
Is there really?
It's
That's
like
such a random fact to know.
I never would have thought that.
No, it's like literally a farmland over in New Jersey. I thought Jersey was similar to New York where it's like city and city, but then like I went there, very quick story. I have an auntie who lives there and she lives on a farm, dude.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That's so
Does
random.
she have like her own cows and
No,
chickens
she
and
has
everything?
cows, cats, all that shit. And I'm like, oh, this is a completely different city.
Yeah.
I can see why Jersey and New York are just kind of like, we want to separate ourselves.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That being said, you'll enjoy Jersey.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy Jersey.
I can't wait.
Can't wait for the cows.
Well, Les, thank you so much
thank
again. Where can everybody find you on social media?
Find me on DJ LEZLEE, all social media platforms. Oh my god, I just got my Botox and filler last week. Girl, it has not set yet.
Just
you're good.
Fine, Les. You're fine.
Nico's like,
Hey, look, I don't know.
talk.
Girl talk.
Yeah, I tried telling Nico that I wanted fillers, and he's like, no.
No, don't. You don't need it.
I wanted lip fillers.
Thank you.
I wanted
Thank
lip
you.
fillers, and he's like, no.
Start small, because I only got a half a syringe, and look.
Oh, see, I wanted a half a syringe. See, we're going to talk later. Nico's going to be...
See, my brain exited the podcast in the last 10 seconds. My name is Nico Blitz.
I'm Jackie Ramirez.
DJ LEZLEE.
And we are out, everybody. Peace.
Adios.